Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Aicha Chorana, a PhD student originally from University of Lagos, Algeria, and a visiting student at Trinity College of Dublin, Ireland. Today, I present our work on user-generated content and engagement analysis in social media, the case of Algerian brands, under the supervision of Professor Aicha Chorana. Here's the plan we will follow for the presentation. We will start with the motivation behind this research. Then we state the main problems, followed by our contribution and the obtained results. We all cannot deny that user-generated content on social media is a goldmine for researchers. Indeed, it can benefit both users and brand owners. This rich data source is very well exploited for highly sourced languages. However, it is not well exploited for low-resourced languages such as Arabic dialects, in particular, the Algerian dialect. Moreover, user-generated content and user engagement analysis can help brands owners improve their products and their online marketing strategy. And it can also allow some applications like recommender systems provide users with better recommendations by understanding users' behavior and preferences. So the main problems that we can highlight here are the quality of content related to Algerian brands on social media compared to the Western world, in terms of social signals and the linguistic challenges for the Algerian dialects. Also, the lack of research addressing the problem of monitoring user engagement with Algerian brands on social media, considering both social signals, like in the case of Facebook, the likes and shares, etc. And specifically the content, we mean here the posts and comments text, where we find that most of existing studies that investigated different research problems using social media, data focused on sentiment analysis, and very few studies dealt with user engagement and the characteristic of user-generated content on social media. This is an illustration for the followed methodology in this work. We start by the data collection, then we prepare the data, and this is followed by performing some data analytics tasks, consider different metrics that we will see later. In what follows, we will provide the detailed description for each step. So for the data collection, we first define the targeted list of Algerian brands or services. Then we relied on StatCounter website to get some statistics about Algerian users on social media, where we found that Facebook is used by over than 70% users, and that's what explains our choice for Facebook for our study. The last step is scraping the data using a Facebook API and customized script. Here is the details about the results data set. We try to choose various categories, like you can see here, different categories of the and subcategories. We use electronics or food, beverages, and for the services we use telecommunication companies and airlines, for example, and those are the names of the chosen brands with the number of posts and the number of comments. Now we manually annotated the user's comments, considering the relevance, the polarity, and the used language in the comments. For the pre-processing, we remove photos, stickers, punctuation, special characters, and stop words. Concerning the user-generated content analysis, we apply a statistical reaction-based analysis and the content-based analysis using LDA model. For the content-based engagement rate, we propose the following formula. Here we, for this, for the engagement rate with the post, it is the number of relevant comments per post on the total number of comments per post. For the engagement rate with the brand, it's the sum of the engagement rate per post on the total number of posts by brand. For the brand-generated content analysis, we analyze the post considering the content and type of the content type and the media type. Here are examples of the user types. And for the engagement rate, we use those formula where R is the total number of posts or post reactions, and the C is the total number of posts or of comments by post, and the S represent the number of shares, and the F is the total number of followers on the day of posting. These are the two formulas used in the literature, but this one, because of the use the reach, and it is only accessible with the page admin, we used only the first formula. Here are the obtained results by our analysis. For brand owner content, here the distribution of posts by media type and content type. So we can clearly see that the photo is the most used media type, and the entertainment is the most used content type. For the post engagement rate, we compared the Algerian versus the world engagement, post engagement rate, and you can see that they are somehow similar except for the link media type. And here is the distribution of posts engagement rate by content type for Algeria versus the world. And we can say that they behave similarly for both cases. For user content analysis, here we present the distribution of users' interactions by type of social signals and emotional reactions. And we can see that the most used one is the reaction, which is the likes and love and etc. But we can see in this histogram that the like is the most used reaction. This is for the Algerian content. And for the content analysis, we can see that the most used language is French, followed by Arabic. And after performing the topic modeling using LDA, we can see that the top words represent, most of the top words are related to the studied brands here. For the conclusion, this is an analytical study that we present. We performed the statistical and textual analysis of user and brand generated content on social media for the case of Algerian brands. We addressed users and brand engagement rate considering different social signals and content. We proposed an approach for content-based user engagement. For future work, we intend to normalize the whole content of the dataset, as we believe this will improve the results, and we will also evaluate the content-based users engagement approach. That's all. Thank you for your attention, and any questions?